It's December 19th, 1944, Ardennes Forest, Belgium. Easy Company was supposed to be 2 miles west of here. A sergeant lies prone behind a fallen tree. His gloves are stiff with frost. His breath fogs the scope. Glass once and clears. 300 Germans move at 350 to 400 yards. Dark shapes drift through white timber. They close the ring slowly. Easy Company is trapped in the clearing. 40 men left. No radio. No exit. Wind sits flat. Every footstep carries. A wounded man groans behind him. The sergeant watches through glass. The nearest shape crosses a gap at 380 yards and disappears into timber. Captain James Walsh crawls into the snow beside Anderson mortar shells. Land at 300 yards. The impact step closer with each correction. Walsh raises binoculars toward the tree line. Snow dusts his sleeves.
Out of range.
Anderson doesn't look away from the scope. Tracks movement between trunks.
I can reach them.
Walsh exhales sharply.
That wastes ammo.
German silhouettes hold beyond 350 yards. Deliberate, untouchable. For now, German squads advance to 250 yards. They stop. They withdraw. Clean. Mortars adjust and walk into the clearing. American rifles answer too early. Ammo drains. A bar fires short, bursts, then goes quiet. A rifle jams briefly on the east side. A soldier clears it with shaking hands. Another checks his last clip twice. Anderson stays still at the north edge. Tracks movement at 380 yards. Counts timing between probes. Learns their rhythm. Marks where officers stand. Marks where weapons settle. The distance is a problem. Anderson is solving. Ground trembles once beneath the snow. Then stills. Walsh returns through drifting snow. He drops beside Anderson. Dirt streaks his face. Eyes sharper now.
Noon. Then stop.
Anderson nods once. 25 rounds total. No wasted shots. A German officer appears at 380 yards, standing in partial cover. Wind slides left to right. Anderson adjusts his hold. Breath slows. The first shot is coming. Anderson steadies on the fallen tree. Crosshair settles on the officer's chest. Wind holds steady. He exhales, squeezes. The rifle cracks across frozen air. The officer drops and goes still. German soldiers dive into snow movement. Freezes across the line. Heads snap toward the north edge. Anderson cycles the bolt. Brass spins into white powder. The safe distance is gone. A German runner breaks cover at 410 yards. Anderson tracks left to right. Leads through the scope, fires. The runner drops mid-stride nearby. Soldiers scatter. Another figure rises at 395 yards, setting a machine gun. Anderson fires again. The setup stops instantly. A third soldier abandons the weapon. Movement across the sector slows. Every step now carries risk, but the smoke line to the east is thickening. Something is moving inside it. German soldiers stay pinned behind trunks. No one crosses open ground. Anderson scans left across 380 yards, finds a helmet edge. Waits. The soldier shifts. Shot. He drops out of sight.
He's freezing them!
The line holds but doesn't move. Every gap becomes a question. Anderson's knuckles are pale against the stock. He rolls his fingers once to keep feeling in them. The mortars go quiet. That is not good. Quiet mortars mean they found a better angle. German artillery drops, smoke across the approaches. Figures move inside the haze, tree to tree closer. Now, harder to see. Smoke clings low to the ground. Shapes stretch between trees. Distance becomes harder to judge. Anderson lowers his breathing. Waits for clear movement. Ignores shadows. Hunts commitment. A silhouette crosses at 420 yards. He fires. The body collapses into snow. Another shape freezes.
They're adapting.
But they still have to move, and movement still reveals them. Walsh checks the south edge. Something is different there. The probe line is not pulled back. A runner reaches Walsh from the south edge. He drops to one knee.
South. They're through. How far? 30 yards inside the wire.
Walsh turns toward Anderson. His face changes.
The south line is gone.
Anderson pulls back from the scope, looks at Walsh. He sets the rifle down for a single second, then picks it up. The north firing lane doesn't matter. Now, if the south isn't held, they are surrounded from inside. Walsh points twice at the gap.
You! South! Now!
Anderson nods. 17 rounds left. New problem. New position. The north line he controlled is behind him. Anderson crawls south through frozen ground. The breach opens at 120 yards. 4 German soldiers inside the wire, moving toward the company's center. Anderson settles behind a snow-covered route. Crosshair finds the lead man, fires. He drops. The 3 behind him scatter left. Anderson tracks right. Second shot. A soldier goes down at 90 yards. The other 2 press flat into snow. They don't move. Anderson holds still. Breath slow. Scope fixed on the gap. Whatever comes next comes through there. German infantry presses at the gap from outside. 2 more soldiers push through low. Anderson fires. First man drops at the wire. Second pulls back. The entry point narrows to 1 viable lane. 14 rounds left.
North is holding. For now.
Walsh's hand lands on his sleeve.
We need the north lane back!
Anderson doesn't answer. Scope stays on the gap. 3 German shapes form at 200 yards beyond the wire. Waiting. Mortars return to the north edge. Then heavier shells follow. 1 lands within 20 yards. Snow erupts across the log. Bark splinters whip overhead.
They've got you ranged!
Another blast hits closer. The fallen tree shudders. Cover starts breaking apart. Chunks of wood collapse around the line. Snow fills the depression. The position loses shape. Anderson pulls the rifle in, slides backward into snow. The scope fogs. He can't clear it. Anderson crawls west through churned snow shells land behind him, erasing where he was seconds earlier. He slides behind a broken spruce, breathing hard, rifle forward.
Still in it?
Anderson nods, scope south. Movement forming again. New angle, same distance. He picks the angle, doesn't move. German officers rise behind partial cover. Gesturing forward, troops begin to gather. Hesitation lifts. Anderson steadies from the new angle. Wind lighter. Clear lane, he fires. First officer drops. Second turns, Anderson cycles. Fires again, he falls into snow. The rally collapses instantly. Artillery intensifies across the clearing. Heavier bursts. Closer impacts, German units form across 3 directions. Southeast-north. Movement synchronized. Not probing anymore. Building force. American positions tighten. Men flatten deeper into snow. Ammo runs low. Men begin counting rounds out loud. Some stop firing, waiting for closer targets. The line is 2 men from breaking. German infantry steps forward under covering fire, advancing in bursts, closing toward 320 yards. The forest fills with sharp cracks. Anderson tracks the center, finds an NCO at 390 yards. Fires, he drops. Another rises at 410 yards. Second shot down a third forms the line. At 430, Anderson fires again. The advance fractures. German troops reach 300 yards. Closest yet, American rifles erupt. Automatic fire cuts through trees. Men shout for ammo. A rifleman reaches for a pouch, finds it empty. He stays in position. Watching his sector, snow kicks along the line. Anderson shifts targets, tracks a retreating figure at 445 yards. Fires. The body drops. The push stalls, but pressure still hangs. A new artillery rhythm rolls in from the west. Deeper, heavier. Not German sound carries across frozen ground. Measured volleys closing distance. German units pause, then begin pulling back. Positions loosen. Anderson tracks through the scope. Movement faster now, less controlled. A German officer stands at 425 yards, waving troops back into order, trying to hold the line. Anderson centers the scope. Wind nearly still. He steadies fires. The officer drops. Nearby soldiers break formation. Withdrawal turns uneven. Gaps open. Control slips. The line dissolves. Anderson stays prone. Scope fixed on the timber beyond the retreating line. The ground vibration builds slowly. Not from artillery. Something heavier. Closer engines grow louder. Heavy multiple. Not stopping. Snow trembles. Tree shadows shift forward. Something armored is pushing in fast.